Hello, this is Professor Young-Suk Park. I am giving a lecture on futures megatrends. Futures megatrends sort of includes brain-computer interface, mind uploading, also AI, recommendation applications, and fashion AI, and all these cultural scenes where AIs are participating. So this will be about 50 minutes. Okay, let me introduce myself first. Professor Young-Suk Park, currently teaching at Life Science College as a lecturer since 2006. I was a professor at Design Graduate School, Ihwa Women's University from 2013 to 2018. And currently a chief editor of AINet Link, Blockchain AI News, and the chair of Millennium Project Korea, which is a Korean name, UN Future Forum. That was from 2004 to present. I'm also a bestseller writer for World Future Reports. World Future Reports 2021 just came out about a week ago. And World Future Reports 2035 to 2055 came out in June, so several months ago. I've been writing about 32 futures reports books. Those became bestsellers. I was working with the British government for 20 years and the Australian government for 10 years. So, okay, I'm showing you now, for the last 30-40 years, things disappeared. As this on the table, on the desk, there were so many things, including, your desktop computer, newspaper, and also calendar on the wall. Those are just there for the 30 years or something like 20 years and gone. Such as, if you can see, those dictionaries, dictionaries gone, now became a Wikipedia. And also you had a phone here, and phones became sort of free, mobile phone. And this is a, Kodak. You used to print pictures, but nowadays it's all digital. Therefore, all these things just disappeared, and only a laptop and a mobile phone and sunglasses, left alive. The others are all gone. This is the futures formula, we are saying. Future trends formula, which was sort of explained by Millennium Project Jerome Glenn 30 years ago. Simply, agricultural era, you had the food and resources as a product. Industrial era, you had the machines and factories. You have information era where information services were sold. These are the products. And by 2020, we say we are in the conscious technology. And conscious technology, blockchain AI, and the products are linkage and network and decentralized materials. Power shift is very important. Agriculture era, you had the religion powerful, most powerful. Religion was very, very powerful. But that power is diminishing, declining. Industrial era, nation states came out, and nation states were very powerful. But information era, corporations such as Google, Apple, Amazon became powerful. But those era is now ending. Religion less powerful, nation states less powerful, corporations less powerful. Now individuals are becoming very, very powerful. Individuals stage rallies or demonstrations to kick out president here in Korea, Park Geun-hye president. They stage demonstrations and they achieve whatever they require. So people do not wish to be ruled. People do not wish to be, kicked or forced. Individuals are most powerful. This is the sort of change in the Millennium Project declared. This, you can see 1900, this is Easter Day, New York, Fifth Avenue, where all these, carts and horses running, where just one car is appearing, and all these horses disappear within 13 years. Same Easter Day, New York, Fifth Avenue, same alley, where last horse is running. The others all sort of changed into cars within 13 years. It's 1900. And within 13 years, things change. Nowadays, it takes only 5 years, or something like 3 to 5 years. Things will change. So within 5 years, we will all see automobiles as an EV, electric vehicle. Automobiles as a AV, autonomous vehicle. So that people do not, sort of drive. Machines drive. So you can see a street with cars running without people, without any drivers. They are all running. They are all AVs, autonomous vehicles, driveless cars. And people and cars are mixed all together, but they have a prevention of collision chips so that they do not collide. They do not bring accidents. I am trying to show you the mega trends. The largest mega trends that you will see is the brain-computer interface. Okay, brain-computer interface. Brain and computers are linked. That is by Neuralink, Elon Musk. Elon Musk trying to put the link, the device is called link on your brain, on your skull, on your head. That's like a Fitbit for the brain, link device. Fitbit is where you sort of wear like your bracelet to monitor your body, monitor your sort of heartbeat and all that. So, neural interfaces that seamlessly listen in on the brain's electrical signals that at the same time ride into the brain with the electrical pulses. So you don't have to study. You are connected to a outside supercomputer or even computer, the quantum computer, which is huge. So the brain mostly operates on electrical signals. If we can tap into these enigmatic neural codes, the brain's internal language, we could potentially become the architects of our own mind. You think something and it becomes a neural code so that it writes something so that you can transfer your thoughts to others. Okay? This happened on the 28th of August this year. And Neuralink was established 6 years. And Elon Musk is saying, I'm going to show you the result of our research for the last 6 years, and that he announced 1 year ago to show us things, the achievements on 28th of August. That was the 28th August around 8 o'clock, and in Korea it was 7 a.m. I was up from 5 a.m. with all the futurists around the world, and we watched this. This is a live streaming. Elon Musk brought 3 pics. 3 pics, one without any device, link. Second one, he had link on his brain, pig's brain, for 2 months and taken away. So taken out. No brain, no link. And this one, the one you see, this one has a device, link device on his brain, on the head. And as you can see from here, things are moving. And this, if you're an expert, you can read that this pig is saying that I'm hungry, I'm angry, I'm thirsty, or I want to move around. Or you can read from here. So it's incredible. It was, in the beginning, Neuralink was thinking of putting the chip, the link behind your ear last summer, but today it was on top of your brain, on top of your skull. On top of your skull, you cut a little bit of space, the skin, and put the smallest, like penny size, onto your brain or on top of your sort of skull, and put it back, the skin, and put the bandage. It takes only very short time, 50 minutes normally. It says here, channels per device, 8 to 16 channels you can get. Doesn't always work, but still, it's very powerful. This is the link. In something like 2-3 years, people will start putting the link on your brain, on your skull, on your head. Currently, pigs can do it, FDA approved, and also patients like Alzheimer's disease, you lose your memory, and you can restore your memory with this link. This is a small size like penny, and this is the pig, Gertrude, Gertrude with a chip on his brain. This link is 1,000 channels per link. You can have 1,000 channels, 1,000 sort of radio, channels that you can get your information. This is the size, flush with the skull, and 6 axis, temperature, pressure, etc. it controls, megabit wireless data rate, and all day battery life. Okay, batteries are all connected, so it works. This is 18th of August. We are saying that the life before the link or life after the link. So this is a very important sort of event and the day with the 3 pigs that he showed us. But actually the most important is this surgical robot that he invented and produced. He means Elon Musk. Surgical robot. This surgical robot has a very sharp edge where you cut your skin and put your penny-sized link onto your brain, okay? And it will have a channel of this battery life all day and recharging time overnight, wireless range, and all this explains. Elon Musk explains how you operate this surgical robot, and actually this is a surgical surgery with a patient. Patient surgery is approved by FDA. And getting a link, how it less than an hour, 15 minutes, you can get a link. Leave hospital same day, within an hour, 2 hours, you can just walk away. You don't have to hospitalize. Can be done without general anesthesia. Anesthesia, you don't have to do that because it is just a little bit of a pain, and they put together and put the bandage on. That's it. They are going to link your brain to quantum computer, which is Sycamore. Google's invented Sycamore last year. Sycamore is 10,000 times more powerful than general supercomputer. It says Google quantum computer Sycamore normally takes 10,000 years on the most powerful supercomputers. Okay, this Sycamore is 10,000 years more powerful supercomputer, and they do in just 200 seconds, 3 minutes. They do it 3 minutes, but normal supercomputers will take 10,000 years. So Sycamore is most powerful. They want to link human brain with Sycamore. Why do you study now? You can get all the information, a lot of information on your brain. So it can be very, very important. And life before link, life after link. Life after link, within 2-3 years, if you get your link, you do not have to have teachers or professors teaching you. It comes directly from Sycamore. This is the look of Sycamore. This is a guy, Google CEO, right? And look at this Sycamore. Okay, that's the brain-computer interface, BCI. Second one is a mind uploading. Mind uploading. You want to upload your mind on the computer so that you don't have to die. You're always alive. That is the idea of Leykers-Weill AI brain. Okay, there is a film called Transcendence, and the film is about mind uploading. Okay, mind uploading. In order to do mind uploading, this was about 20 years of research, and they're not doing mind uploading. Mind uploading film, fiction, came out. Novels came out. Isaac Asimov novels, and Arthur C. Clarke, A Space Odyssey came out. Tron, and all this. Transcendence 2014, okay, 2014, Transcendence, the film, mind uploading. Okay, in order to do mind uploading, you have to have such a program, a design. Mind uploading process is all indicated, neuron tracing, brain map, and all this. This is a will in the film Transcendence. This is the supercomputer manufacturer or supercomputer designer, and also producing a lot of projects here and there. And his wife Evelyn, and he was attacked by terrorists, and he very harmful breathing problem he has. He's dying in 2 days, but he cannot teach. He cannot let whatever he has in mind to anybody, so he decided to upload his mind. He's dying, and he's uploading his mind. Everything in his brain will be uploaded to a computer. And this is the scene of uploading, and he's dying. He died, and he was cremated and spread over the river. So he's not, he's not living. He is dead. But in this film, in the morning, when Evelyn goes into her office, and the wall of screen, he says, he's alive. He says, "Good morning, Evelyn." So he's alive. He is successful in uploading his mind. Therefore, he and Evelyn is doing a lot of work together. He speaks from the computer. Okay, this is uploading. Now people can upload within something like 10-20 years, I think. This was a book, How to Create a Mind, by Leykers-Weill. Leykers-Weill, MIT, and he has about 8-9 PhDs, honorary PhDs. My goal in this book is definitely not to add another quotation to millions that already exist, attesting to how complex the brain is, but rather to impress you with the power of its simplicity. Leykers-Weill, it's simple, he says. He can create a mind and then upload your mind. This is a very thick book, very, very thick book. And He's a futurist. He's one of our members of Millennium Project, and he's usually coming as a speaker for events, World Future Society events or Millennium Project Society. I met him several times. We invite him over to Korea. This is Korea. Therefore, we know him. He's 68 years old, something like that, I think. And he wants to live forever, uploading his mind. Okay. Now I'm talking about artificial general intelligence. There are AI, 3 different AIs, narrow AI, and general AI, and super AI. Narrow AI does only one thing, Go player. 이세돌 and Go player AI played Go. And 이세돌 lost. AI won. Artificial general intelligence does like a human being, oh, it's raining, oh, beautiful lady, oh, I'm hungry, something like that. Artificial general intelligence is a second level. Artificial super intelligence, that we have to go a long way, like human flying over and trying to kill things. That's a Superman, supercomputer, okay? Superman, artificial super intelligence is far away. But humanoid robot came out, and Ben Gertler was the one who wrote AI Revolution 2030 with me, and he's the guy who sort of producing, not the sort of robot itself. Robot itself is a robot company does it, but he speaks as a human being. And this robot called Sofia has 62 different expressions. She can sing, and she can dance, and she can feel. She came to Korea 2018 May, and she's speaking, and we are now laughing like crazy. This lady is speaking a little bit of Korean too. I am talking to her in Korean. In 2016, Sophia's brother, 1 year earlier, sort of built, Robert Han came, and a lot of people also talking to her. And now Little Sophia came out, and this is $300. Little Sophia is on her way, it says. And Sophia is very expensive, but Little Sophia is $300 to $3,000 US dollars. And they appeared tonight's show, and she's giving a lecture, and she's dancing. She's dancing, and Little Sophia is helping your children homework. She becomes the friend of elderly, grandma, grandpa. She's a sort of a nursing assistant and all this. So humanoid came to us now already, and this you have to sort of think about and what to do. And the other AI that I'm trying to say is Amazon Fashion AI. Fashion. You are thinking of fashion company? Forget it. Fashion AI. Amazon and Alibaba will take over all fashion, because I'll show you AI apps does all the decision making. People do not make a decision. People do not decide. AI apps decide. AI decision-making app, recommendation apps are so abundant. You don't have to decide. AI decides, not humans. This is called Echo-Look. Echo-Look, in front of Echo-Look, you wear your clothes and turn around, and Echo-Look selects which one to wear. This is better today. This is better today. This is better today with a heart mark. And this is better today. 98%, this is better. She is, turning around in front of this Echo-Look and show several clothes, outfits. And she decides, Echo-Look decides which one to wear. Which one to wear, necktie, Amazon Echo Look decides this is better for you today to meet your CEO, something like that, you know. Amazon Echo, Alibaba's fashion AI, Amazon Echo, spent more than standard Amazon Prime customer so much versus so much, right? So Alibaba also does a fashion AI. If you turn around in front of this Echo Look, this Echo Look is an AI. AI knows 20s. People in 20s in Gangnam area like this fashion. They wear all these kind. Oh, people in Spain in their 40s and 60s, they wear these, something like this. So they all, the survey, they have the data so that Amazon and Alibaba produce them, that's it. So that the fashion companies, whenever they produce, they will lose because fashion AI, Amazon, Alibaba did already pre-search on which one's most sort of popular in that area, in those, regions, in those, people in those ages. So fashion industry will be sort of taken away from normal public to Alibaba AI and also Amazon AI. Artist. If you try to become an artist, it will be also very, very difficult. AI artists came out and now it's live art rather than dead art. If you paint a painting, it doesn't move. You put it on the wall, it doesn't move. It's the same thing all over in 10 years, in 100 years. Live art moves, okay? So live art with the 5G technology came over. These are the live art. AI artists can draw these and make these within, seconds. AI teachers can teach over and over and over the same thing. Yeah, human beings get tired, right? AI artists everywhere nowadays. AI artists, robots, play. They do not sleep, they do not eat, they do not change clothes, they do not go to the toilet. Song maker kit, it's $649, that's all. They make all kinds of songs. Elvis Presley or Beatles up to, Prince and whatever you have. So songmaker's kit, it's only $600 some, and there are many different songmakers you can buy and you compose all the songs. You can even compose Korean songs, Korean whatever. Songmaker kits came out and the different prices here. The $100 songmaker kit is also there, $126 also. AI artists, AI arts are moving. AI arts everywhere nowadays, moving arts. AI arts everywhere. And AI arts can change the current photograph of Mona Lisa having AI artists can do oriental paintings too, very, very quickly. Like within 3 minutes, they finish. And the human artists or human painters says it take 6 months to finish a drawings or painting. No, it takes only 1 minute, 10 minutes, 2-3 minutes by robots. This is AIDA robot. Abstract painting is done by AIDA robot, and AIDA had an exhibition and made a lot of money with her paintings. And this is abstract painting. AIDA AI artist does portrait drawings. A portrait is a face, right? Modern facial recognition tech. Abstract paintings he does. Sculpture, she does sculpture too. These robots can do almost everything. These are done by robots. AI artist. Now live art. Live art can only be existing with 5G. Right? 5G has a lot of data coming through 5G. These are the moving live art, AI artists, artists everywhere, AI artists, yeah, AI artists. Oh, wow. Yeah, nice. AI artists, right. So, now designer babies in China, December 30th, 2019, you can design babies. Designer babies came out, okay? Designer babies came out because of CRISPR-Cas9. This is the technology which is a genome editing. If you have an AIDS, you cut out your DNA of that genome and put them together so that you don't have to have AIDS. You decide, or your parents decide, your child eyes big, small, nose big, small, height, height, tall or short, or skin color. You can change the skin color. Yeah, also male and female. Within a week, you can change your child as a male or female. This is a technology called CRISPR-Cas9. This came out, and this China quietly confirms birth of third gene-edited baby. This is a third gene-edited baby. This guy is a Chan Kui. With the CRISPR technology, he brought babies, twin. It became a controversy, okay? He was fined, he was confiscated, also fined 3 years, and the fine was something like 400 million won or something. Genome editing with the CRISPR-Cas. The Chinese doctor has made world first genetically modified babies, designer babies. They can never get AIDS. Okay? Chinese court on Monday sentenced the doctor who claimed to be behind the world's first gene-edited babies to 3 years in prison for illegal medical practice. And he's not sort of confined in his research lab in his university. Xinhua Press said in his university. That's because a lot of people trying to take him away. Like Americans wants to buy him, to bring him to the United States to work with him. So 3 million yuan was fined. Okay, he's in jail, but he's very famous, and after 3 years, he will be very, very expensive. He may become, perhaps later on, Nobel Prize winner. People are expecting. Chinese scientist, designer baby, He Jiankui. His name is He Jiankui. Okay, He Jiankui came out. So, very strange things came. About UBI, Universal Basic Income, carried out in many countries. We think that UBI will come to us, Universal Basic Income. We have done a research, quite a long research, 5-year research on this UBI, and we expect it to come 2030, but it came 10 years earlier because of the COVID-19. UBI. Andrew Yang, this is a Korean Korean ancestor. His parents are Korean. He's an American born, I think. Yang ran for the presidency and lost, but he insisted on this universal basic income. That's why he became famous. Result of a basic income experiment, small employment effect, better perceived economic security and mental well-being. This is Finland. Okay, after 2 years of a basic income experiment, mental well-being is quite improved. Mental well-being is improved, and the sort of a budget, national budget of welfare and health and welfare went down drastically. People do not come to the offices, doctors' offices or hospitals because they feel security. Economic security is sort of confirmed because government gives you the basic income. That's all. UBI worked in other countries. Finland worked very well. Canada, Kenya, United States. It's been about 30, 40 years. In Alaska, they carrying out UBI. Other countries, Spain, Netherlands, Switzerland. Switzerland rejected basic income plan 2016. Why? Because Switzerland, they wanted to sort of have how much? Something like $3,000 a month. That was basically too much. Basically, Finland was giving $700 or so. Canada, 1,000 something. This UBI, Netherlands is also quite successful. $1,400 they are giving away, and something like this. There are about 22 countries practiced or practicing UBI. It's not just 1-2 companies. And also the LA mayor is now trying to give UBI, and some 10 large cities are trying to give UBI. So Koreans who left LA and now returning to LA in order to get basic income. You know, if you get the basic income, you don't have to do anything. You get supported by the government. India is ready for universal income. Pros and cons, you know. For pros, poverty and vulnerability reduction, more choice to citizens on spending. Yeah, better targeting of aid, insurance against shocks, against people do not like UBI, gender disparity, whatever, conspicuous spending, they will just spend. Could put stress on banking system and stuff like that. So we should not give away, we can't give away, we won't give away, or something like all these ideas came out. Okay, precision fermentation. This is also very important. Cultured meat. Now we will not have farming, okay? Pigs farming, also cow farming, and all this will disappear. This is not my saying. It's Tony Seba. Precision fermentation will take over. It says La Penanta University Technology also produced rice. Okay, this is a bio reactor, and they produce rice from here. They can produce rice. Then you don't have to harvest the rice. You don't have to plant the rice paddies, whatever. This is a Juha-Pekka, principal scientist at VTT, Finland. Okay, they produce. The food from electricity team says that the process has the potential to be 10 times more energy efficient than growing crops. Okay, so it'll be a lot cheaper, 10 times cheaper. And also this is Rethink X, Tony Seba's Rethink X. And you used to produce alcohol here, fermentation, but you can produce now artificial fermentation with meat, okay, meat. That is called precision fermentation meat. This is Impossible Burger. You may have tried Impossible Burger. I tried Impossible Burger. Precision fermentation produced meat. Impossible Burger. This is basically plant-based. Okay, plant-based. They can also produce whatever, all this Finnish research project created a batch of a single cell protein using just electricity, water, carbon dioxide, and microbes. Okay, microbes become bigger and bigger, so that with whatever carbon, water, electricity, bigger and bigger, and a portable lab can be carried out. While we are hesitant to call it food, in its current state, the stuff is edible, okay, nutritious, enough to be used for cooking livestock feed. Okay, here, this is a rice. They produced rice from bioreactor. And this is a precision fermentation kit with a computer. And this is bioreactor. It gives all the information here and some material bios, microbes, okay. So microbes and all this goes in here with the electricity and water. It produces meat, rice, tofu, whatever. So you don't have to have all these land with planting rice, all those rice paddies. You don't need to. So precision fermentation with bacon. Now you can produce all kinds of meat substitute. Impossible Burger came out. Burger 2.0. I tasted Impossible Burger, San Francisco Airport in 2018. Impossible Burger. They sold Impossible Burger and I bought it. Got roadside. And it was $15.81, a little bit expensive, about double than the normal burger. But I was tasting, it was normal, a little bit salty, a little bit chubby, but okay, it was very nice. This is a Memphis meat. This is a skin produced. Okay, this is a family farm, okay, produced food, this university, complete his university research, biology, all this, Memphis meat, okay, lab-grown meat, cultured meat, okay, cultured meat, cultured chicken. You don't have to have a chicken and kill the chicken and get the blood out and all this. It's incredible. You grow your meat in the lab-grown meat, okay, Memphis meat, that's the company, and there are many companies, cultured meat, and who invested the most? Bill Gates, Richard Branson, Virgin, Jack Welch, and all these are the cultured meat. This guy, Mark Post from Maastricht University, Netherlands, he's been doing this for 31 years. Yeah. This is how you grow in the lab, and it becomes within a week this much. And if you grow meat, hamburger meat like this, you don't have to have half of the land of Australia. Australia is 100 times bigger than Korea, and they have half of the land for cows and livestock. Okay, livestock industry will go away. Livestock industry will not last because it will be a lot cheaper to produce in the lab-grown meat in the lab. Okay, in the lab. Lab-grown meat was produced by now Harvard University. Okay, lab-grown rabbit, cow muscle cells are produced. This is the Harvard University PhD. In science and nature and cultured meat. Cultured meat are sold, cultured meat. Now they are selling it where? Beyond the Beef in Subway. Subway, you can buy all these cultured meat. Or you can have precision fermentation like meat, plant-based. Okay, plant-based. This is made with motif, plant-based. Meat. It's not regular meat, made with the motif, redefined meat, and all that. So many companies now doing cultured meat. Rethinking humanity, okay, very quickly. Smartphone, sort of how the smartphone disrupt the oil industry. Oil industry will be disappearing in 10 years. Smartphones are bringing so much information and so much knowledge, technology together to have solar. He says that solar and the wind and batteries will be it. SWB is our next energy. And this is the yellow-green taxi dying while Uber is coming up so much. This is 2019, last year. Last year, Uber, Lyft, Juno, all these sort of killed the taxi industry. Taxi industry just died. And the average price of a new car is going down so much. And this is a sort of, age of survival, age of extraction. We used to extract oil from the, land. From the land. We extract rice from the land. We extract sort of cows and, whatever from the land. But the extraction era is gone. Now, age of freedom comes. So that when we extract, it costs a lot of money. But age of freedom, it doesn't cost a lot of money. It costs just virtually nothing. So it will become, these energies very cheap. Transport very, very cheap. Information also cheap. Food will be cheap. Materials will be very cheap. Extraction era to become creation era, okay? If you create in a factory, you do not have to have a climate crisis, climate change, and all these carbon extraction. So within 10 years, things will be happening. So food extraction to creation. If you create food like meat in the factory, in the bioreactor and all this, we will be living in a abundant era. Things will be so abundant, you don't have to so really worried about, okay? That's what he says. Things will be very cheap. It will be abundant era, 2030. By 2030, like living cost will become $300 in the United States. It's not my saying, it's Tony Seba, Stanford University says. If you have $300, $400, you can live in the United States. Housing cheap, clothes very cheap, and food are very cheap. That's what will happen. Okay. Hyperloop, very quickly. High-speed maglev train going through vacuum tunnel. Because it's a vacuum, you don't need energy, you don't need the gas, you don't need the electricity. So Hyperloop will be very cheap. Will be very, very cheap. 1/100th of the airplane cost. In the beginning, it will be expensive, but Hyperloop is so fast. Look at the high speed. It's gone now already, right? High speed maglev train going through vacuum tunnel. It's been built. It's been about like 18 years now. But Virgin bought it, Hyperloop 1. Mumbai, Pune, 25 minutes. And they are building, this is Hyperloop pod. Now, this is Hyperloop pod. Hyperloop 1. Virgin, 2030, Virgin is saying that they are going to bring the world within a day, sort of living, activities. You can go from here to there within a day with a Hyperloop 1. This means the shipbuilding dying. Shipbuilding, you carry something, in the ocean for 3 months. That's ridiculous. It will take only 1 day from Korea down to South Africa, South America, wherever. Saudi Arabia. At the moment, around 40 countries are now joining in Virgin Hyperloop. Virgin Hyperloop has, Kuwaiti, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Muscat, Oman, Nevada, LA, Las Vegas is now connecting, is about to connect. Estonia, Finland takes 8 minutes. Seoul to Busan takes 15 minutes. That's a Hyperloop. Okay, Hyperloop is very, it's not steel. This is graphene, very light, so that it takes only one sort of lengthy sort of line. It costs half of the what the KTX production costs. This all came about from the brain of Elon Musk. And I was sort of in the train with the chairman, Daryl Oster of ET3. This is a competitor of Hyperloop. And you are in it, and it is very sort of narrow, but these will become all screens. So it's amazing era we are living. Jetpack Aviation. You can fly over Jetpack. I met him at Jetpack Aviation. I was with the Australian government, and I saw him. I attended his sort of briefing session with a lot of people. You can fly, okay. In Seoul, it takes only 8 minutes to fly from here to there, So you can have so many different ideas of future mega trends. Jetpack Aviation, okay. This is the guy, David Mayman, who established this company called Jetpack Aviation. Now, with this, you can go down, go up, turn around, all this. It takes only 8 minutes from here to there in Seoul. So you don't have to take a taxi and wait within wait 2 hours in a taxi. It's okay, autonomous vehicles, saying again, autonomous vehicles, so many autonomous vehicles are now. AV, we just call it AV. EV is electric car. Finally, air taxis, drone taxis, flying cars. Now, cars are flying. The man with the golden gun, and James Bond film. When the traffic jam comes, he lifts his wing to run. Okay, to run. That was a film though, right? But in 2017, 3 years ago, Dubai approved EHang to fly, okay? Government approved EHang to fly. There are so many now flying taxis or air taxis or drone taxis or drone planes. DR7, Joby Aviation has a 5-seat. This is a 5-seater. Joint Air Mobility. This is a 5-seater. Okay. Kitty Hawk. This is a 2-seater, 2-person. Airbus is a big company, 4 seats. And this is a 6-seat. This is big. This is to sort of rescue people from the heavy sort of traffic area. This is New York. Okay, runs, if it flies, it runs as a car, so flying car, okay. And Vollohov, there's a guy flying, this is a prince. Okay, Vollohov, riding Vollohov, prince, EHang, and the prince, this is EHang, and first came, it was only 1 seat. 1 person can go in, now 2-seater, and Airbus, pop-up Airbus, flies and also run as a car, okay. Pop-up Airbus came out 2017, and so many sky car, and this is a Lilium, this is a AC, a person can go in, this is a 50-seater, just experimenting, so that if it becomes a 100-seater airplane, you do not have to go to the airport, 2 hours airport, waiting for 2 more hours. because this one is VTOL, vertical lifting, vertical landing. So VTOL, you don't have to have a large sort of runways, okay? No runways. Lilium, daddy and daughter goes out to take the Lilium to fly, okay? Ride sharing. Therefore, people will ride 2025 and 2030 definitely people will ride rather than drive, okay? Drive. It's so slow. Driving is so slow. It's 10 times faster flying. And you can have so many different lanes. If you have a 16 lane, if you're trying to get a 16 lanes here, then what you have to destroy this building, that building, all this. But there's a lot more space in the sky, okay? Lane, first lane, second lane, third lane, so many lanes that you can have, right? And also these are all having the chips to avoid collision, okay? Avoid accidents. So it doesn't have all the accidents that you are thinking of. Okay, mega trends I'm showing you, and you can think about all these life changes, big companies trying to change the world, and you can decide how to use this as design, social design, city design, interior designs, and the things that you are now studying. Thank you very much. Bye.